you as a resident, your vote's very important, and so is your friends and your families and the people who live next door. You have all this social media, but nothing comes up about municipal governments. You're too busy taking self-takes or selfies. You need to take some time on this, folks. You and your family need to take the time to take a look at the candidates in your municipality. I'm not just speaking for Esquimalt now, I'm talking about the whole city. Because the infrastructure programs that they're getting involved in are in the millions now, and the mistakes, unfortunately, will cost you in your property taxes. And if too many mistakes are made, your property tax will be so enormous that you won't be able to afford your home. And as far as the seniors, well, they're mostly all deferring to death, so they're not worried about their property taxes going up. They don't like it. But only 18% voted in Esquimalt. 18%. 82 of you could care less. And here I am taking a risk with my business, taking a risk that I'm going to offend everybody in Esquimalt at one point or another during this process, that I may not have a customer left in my shop. That's the chance I take. One of my clients, Phil Young, and his brother Ed, they lived across the street. Their brother Art was the mayor of Esquimalt for a number of years. And Phil said, you know, every time Art made a decision, whether it was good or bad, we lost a customer at the butcher shop. That's what I'm seriously fearful of this, that you people are going to punish me for caring. But I can't just let this all go by the by. I can't watch this. In Manitoba, we had premiers like Edward Schreier and Filman that left with honor. In BC, I haven't seen one premier leave with honor. I've seen them all kicked out. There's a reason for that. They're getting away with it at the lower levels. They're making name. You vote by name recognition. Look who replaced Keith Martin. Oh my God, Rendell Garrison, who was an Esquimalt councillor, who used the chair in the Esquimalt Council to benefit his own recognition, his own name recognition. You as residents have a responsibility to not only vote, but to vote with the working knowledge of who you're going to vote for. A great example of a failure of that is the current MP of Esquimalt-Juan de Fuca. Randall Garrison got elected into the Esquimalt Council. He was there barely for one term before he got voted in as your representative, as a member of Parliament. But he really hasn't done anything. In fact, the only thing he really did was create a private member's bill that stated that if a man was to wear women's underwear, he should be able to use the woman's washroom. Well, that's been a real big concern for the Esquimalt-Juan de Fuca residents for a number of years. Yeah. Now you have to be responsible. You have to do your research and understand who this person is, because if you don't, then you just vote because it's NDP or Conservative or Liberal or a residing mayor like Desjardins or Fortin. You might be making the biggest mistake of your life, because their mistakes are going to be on your property tax bill.